Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome.
Good night.
Good night. Good welcome to Studio Live today. How are you?
Oh, hello. Microphone.
We have a very special guest here for the happy hour because we are. This is our social distancing special, which is why my wife Georgie and I are as far apart. This is actually how we just normally sit, like whenever we're just
I
hanging
don't want
out.
to get close to each other.
Right, exactly. We have beverages here, so cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the happy hour. I hope you are enjoying a beverage. Oh, you got to drink after you cheers, don't you?
I was going to say,
Unacceptable. So Georgie is here because we're going to play a song. We've been, if you've got children, you'd be aware of a band from Australia called The Wiggles. And they released a song about social distancing.
and it's adorable.
It is adorable. And we don't really have children that listen to The Wiggles anymore, but we still listen to them. So,
I miss when they were young enough to take to Wiggles concerts.
right, exactly. So we thought we would play this one because it's our social distancing special. And if you need some guidance around how to become socially distant.
I just touched my face, which I know you're not supposed to
I
do.
know. The problem when you're doing a live show is you see exactly how often you touch your own face. It's crazy. I did invite my children in here. They wanted nothing to do with it, but luckily Georgie's awesome and she's going to come and play this tune. So this is a Wiggles cover.
We take no, it's not pride, but like we've had like one rehearsal 5 minutes ago, so it's not going to be good, but it'll be fun.
It will be fun. It will be what it will be. And that's the beautiful part. As I say about live streaming, Georgie, I know you don't watch much of my content, so you probably don't know this, but on every live stream I say, it doesn't matter if it's a train wreck or something awesome, you get to watch it live and it's going to be entertaining. Sometimes failure is more fun than success.
True.
Anyway, let's jump in. This is a tune, a Wiggles tune. Probably the first and last time the Wiggles will be covered on Studio Live today. This is Social Distancing. Why can't I go to Nana's place?
We're staying at home to keep Nana safe.
What can we do to make her feel better?
Let's video call or write a letter.
That will make us all feel better.
Social distancing, staying home to help the world.
Social
Distancing, keeping safe all the boys and girls.
Why do we have to wash our hands?
Well, it helps to keep the germs away.
Let's wash our hands many times a day.
When you wash the germs to zero,
You'll become a hand-washing hero.
social distancing, staying home to help the world.
Social
Distancing, keeping safe all the boys and girls.
Why can't I invite my friend called Marty?
We'll stay at home, have a video party.
So we can see our friends at home.
Sing and dance and have some fun.
We are never on our own.
Social distancing, staying home to help the world. Social distancing, keeping safe all the boys and girls.
The Wiggles, Social Distancing.
What a fun song.
And yes, you can see why Georgie is so awesome and why if I have to be stuck in a house with someone else, someone fun,
We can get a bit crazy.
we could get a bit crazy and have a beverage. And since we're starting at midday, cheers to
Yes.
that. So are you gonna hang around for the rest of the show? It's like I feel like a late night talk show host, and I'm like, so can you stick around? And like, yeah,
No, hard out.
the famous actress is just like, no, thanks, I'll pass.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, on that note,
On that note, bye. No, thank you. If you want, put more Georgie in the comments. If you want Georgie to come back on next week and sing another tune, as you can tell, she can hold a tune and she can sing more than just Wiggles. So you'll be back. Mic drop. That was the official mic drop. You're out. All right, thank you. You can go and care for our children, and I'll sit here and play music for another hour. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Hello, welcome. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, all that good stuff. We are going to kick on here. That set the scene. Like it's only going to go downhill from here, folks. You know that because that is definitely the highlight. We're going to finish with that, and we're like, no, let's open with that. That's going to be our opener today, and we're going to continue on from here. I didn't have any reverb on either. So I didn't even do it the justice by giving us a little bit of reverb, but that's okay. How are you? How is everyone? Are you being socially distant and responsible here in this new unprecedented? I promised myself I wouldn't say unprecedented, and there you go. Within the first 10 minutes, first 5 minutes, I've said unprecedented. Let's say good day to the folks who are here. We've got Jade Star, who is watching here, listening but watching the most amazing WrestleMania ever. And she says hi to Georgie. We've got Rockstar 1958. Hello to you. Hello, Bubba. Good afternoon to you, Glen Clark. Good to have you on board here. Yes, nice song. Wash hands. Exactly. We've got some love here from Bubba enjoying this. Jade enjoyed the tune there. We've got Zan Hour. Thank you for being here. Tank on cleaning. Yes, you'll probably be familiar with the Wiggles and their work here. Jason Robert is drinking with you. I say cheers to that, Jason. Cheers to you. I'm drinking a dark lager today, courtesy of Fast Homebrew and David over there. We'll talk about that in a little moment. Rockstar 1958 enjoyed that. She is going to social distance. I'm not joking that not that she doesn't like my content, but yeah, it's not up her alley, and that's totally cool. Like she is a supporter of me, but that doesn't mean that she needs to watch it. Same with my children; they don't tend to watch a lot of what I do. Georgie is awesome. She is indeed. You can bring Georgie on anytime. More Georgie. All right, that is definitely the consensus there. Good evening from LA. Hello, Arsen Gevorgian. I'm not familiar with your name, so welcome to the happy hour. I hope you guys are going to have some fun here tonight. I've got a few other tunes planned to play here. We're going to talk about what's good, because that's what this is all about. I know there is plenty that is challenging folks in the world right now, but we're going to spend just a little bit of time. Realised I've had Georgie's mic open all that time. I'm going to spend a little bit of time just playing some tunes, having a chat, having a yarn, have a beverage of your choice, whether it's a cup of tea. Look at my thing, it's sideways. Whether you're having a cup of tea, a cup of beer, or something harder, then join me for the next 53 minutes, because we got some more tunes to play. Alrighty, let's see what we've got going on here. Where's my notes? I don't have them here. I planned out this video, and then I've got to actually go to my link on YouTube to actually see what I was actually going to play next, because I put them in my description. If you do like to have your things spoiled, you can actually find out exactly what I'm playing here by jumping down to the description. And in fact, as we play these songs, you can go and check out the links to them. So we've started with a cover of the Wiggles, Social Distancing. So we've probably got our copyright claim all within like the first few seconds here. So that's good fun. But this is a song that I wrote a while ago. So it's called There's No Such Thing as College. You might think that's a bit of a strange name for a song, and it is, but it's based around the fact that here in Australia, we don't really understand the whole college thing. So, and I'll explain that. We know what college is, but when I was growing up in the 80s, we'd watch these movies, and these kids would like finish high school, and then they'd get driven away and plonked down in a college where they would live as a 17-year-old, apparently getting drunk every night, apparently like fraternizing with a whole bunch of things. There were things called fraternities and sororities, and like they played football in giant stadiums. It was weird. So I wanted to write this mostly for fellow Australians and those outside of the US that probably didn't really understand this. And I honestly didn't actually think it was real as a kid. I'm like, because here we have high school and then you have university. But this whole concept that you went away to a place and stayed in a dorm and got drunk, and it was weird. Anyway, so I wrote a song about it. It's called There's No Such Thing as College. Let's make sure I got my lyrics here. And we will play it here on the happy hour today. Let's do it. I watched a movie back in '85. The kids were driven far away from home, and they were left behind. What is this place? Why is everyone so strange? That crusty dean made them all declare a major. How is this real? Why are all these kids so drunk? Letterman jackets and a homecoming parade just make no sense. Nerds and jocks and freaks and geeks, sororities. I think they just made it all up. There's no such thing as college. There's no such thing as college. There's no such thing as frat boys and glee clubs and it girls. No such thing as college. The marching bands, they were on the field. People watching 17-year-olds play football like they give a damn. The head cheerleader gives an A. The campus radio were crossing live to some AV club team. And as I sit, I wonder why they have to lie to me so much. Then I realize, hey, it's just a movie. There's no such thing as college. There's no such thing as college. There's no such thing as frat boys and glee clubs and it girls. No such thing as college. There's no such thing as frat boys and glee clubs and it girls and red cups, juniors and seniors and freshmen with majors, football and hazing and dorm rooms and swim team, baseball and preppies and beer pong and keggers, college. There's no such thing as 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 college. That song takes me back to my college days that didn't exist. I hope you are having a good time. If you've just joined us here live, this is the Happy Hour. Happy Hour version 3 here on Studio Live today. If you do have things that you want to ask about, talk about, just converse about, questions, other things, please throw them in the chat if you're here live. If you're watching on the replay, then I love you just as much. Leave your comments down below. If you get some value out of this, if you have some fun, hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already, because we do these streams at the moment all the time, especially on the weekends. So red, cheers, let's have a drink. Now, I mentioned, we are playing music here, but we are also having a beverage. And I did mention that I'm having a dark lager here today, courtesy of David over at Fast Homebrew. And there is a link down in the description. So if you're into your home brewing or you just want to learn how beer is brewed, it's a fascinating process that I am learning more about every time I watch a video. So jump down there and check that one out. Alrighty, hello to other folks we got here. We got Steve Boyd here from across the ditch. Good to have you here. Arson says Armenian name. There you go. I hope I didn't butcher it too badly. Bubba says working on a slow tune at the moment. Need a challenge? Write a slow tune. I know. I start trying to write slow tunes, and then they kind of get sort of faster and faster as things go by. It's weird, but it is harder. You're right. If you want a challenge, write a slow song, because to keep focus and to keep people's attention with a slow tune is a lot harder. Bubba says it was true, experienced. I did work out. It was written about Revenge of the Nerds, so that was the big college movie. There was like Porky's, and there was like, what's the other one? Fear and Loathing, Dazed and Confused. There was all these movies where people were at college, and there were crusty deans, and there were like frat parties, and I didn't understand any of it, but I have worked out since then that it was weird. Dave Fiano, hello to you, my friend. College, the best. The song or the place? Either way, I'm happy. Hello, Les Productions Yvonne. Nice song, the college one. I missed the beginning though. You'll have to go back and watch the beginning. I had my wife on here, special guest, and we covered a Wiggles song. Yes, that's right. We played a song by The Wiggles here on Studio Live today. The first and probably last time The Wiggles will feature. I better check. I better check my notes here and see what song I'm going to play next. No, I can't find it. Alrighty, let's go here. View on YouTube. Someone can tell me, because if you're actually watching, you'll be able to see the description. But no, so we played that one. Yes. So this is a similar song. In fact, we'll skip this one. I'm going to change the order up because I want to try something different. So we're going to put the guitar down, unplug it, put that to the side. I'm going to do something a bit different. I'm going to sing along to a couple of tunes that I've recorded here on GarageBand, because I like to use GarageBand, in case you weren't aware. So I'm going to a couple of songs that I can't really play an acoustic version of. I thought I would play a sing-along version to the original track here in GarageBand. Shall I throw the Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Why don't I throw the GarageBand track up here, and you can see it, because I know many of you enjoy the like watching the track at the same time, and maybe seeing how I put together the track. And this one is one that's got quite a few different tracks here, so we'll bring that one up here. I'm just going to go in and reflect my screen here. Go to screen sharing. We'll throw this up on my monitor, and then we'll be able to take a look at what is happening here. 9416. Boom. We're going to bring that up. I'll throw my screen over here onto my desktop, and then we'll be able to unplug, replug in, and bring it up. Now this should work. Drum roll, please. We'll bring up the screen. Boom. There we are. So here's my iPad screen. And if I turn my volume up, now this is going to be a bit of a challenge to mix on the fly. So we'll try this tune, and then if you've got any notes about the mix, if I need my backing track to go up, down, or otherwise, my vocals up, down, or otherwise, let me know. I know you folks are all big on the actual mixing and the sound stuff, because most of the folks that are watching this show are producers yourself. So if you can help me out with any tips as we go along, I would appreciate it. Let's get my lyrics. I think I remember all the lyrics for this one, but if you get halfway through a song and then forget the words, doesn't sound good. And this one's got a lot of words, and it's a bit of a rap song, I know. So it's going to need an extra beer to get us through. Okay, this is my song called Imagination. It's the first time I've tried to play it live. So bear with me. We'll give this one a crack, and then, let me know how it sounds afterwards. Let's go. Sometimes I sit around and wonder how it is I got here, and if I'm going under. All the complications of my past, all the times when I couldn't reach a knife in my back, to the days when I was a little kid. Always worry about the things I never did. Always think about the next big problem, even when it's someone else that's on the hook me in, line and sinker. Ever wonder what it's like to be an overthinker? Tinker with all my little thoughts. Maybe it was just the way that I was taught to just believe that I was right. And when I lay in bed at night, the thoughts keep going round and round and round and round in my head. Don't always believe the things in your head. Sometimes it's just imagination. Nations warring, everything is burning. Kind of surprised that the world keeps turning. Mother Nature is kicking our ass and never seem to learn the lessons of our past. Instead of happiness, we're chasing money, and I think that's kind of funny. Not hard to use an indicator to tell us your direction or even estimate the weight. Some haters are really just trying to help us appreciate the finer points to the ones who are keeping score. I think I'm about 40 love down. Up in my head just one more time. Never seem to find a way to unwinding up and never winding down. Down in the park like a clown. James Brown. Nation, imagination, 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 imagination. Whew, that one takes it out of me a little bit. Imagination, that's a single from about 2 months ago that I've released. If you want to check out the original version, it sounds a lot like that because I just sang along. The only thing I had muted there, as you may have seen, was the vocal track. So everything else that was in the project, I was playing along with. So hopefully it came through. Hopefully it's sounding okay. And yeah, let me know. Bubba says, love it. This is called Jade Style. Yeah, so Jade Star, who did a live show today, she's probably watching WrestleMania right now and not paying a lot of attention. But Jade, if you're out there, good job on the live show. You did a Counting Crows tune. You did Round Here by the Counting Crows, which is one of my favourite Counting Crows song. My second favourite Counting Crows song. Yes, I'm predictable. Most folks will know what my favourite Counting Crows song was. Cheers, Red. Let's have a bev. And yeah, it's not always a great idea to drink while you play, especially beer. It's not the greatest thing for your voice, but it's a happy hour, so we're going to have a beverage. It's the one show I do about 10 videos a week. It's the one show where I allow myself to have a beverage. And again, we're drinking a dark lager thanks to Fast Home Brewing. Check out the link in the description for that one. What else is good? What is good with you? If you've got things that you are liking that you think you should share with others, what should we be spending our time doing, looking at, listening to at the moment? Because let's be honest, plenty of us have got plenty of time. Here's what I think's good. Glen Clark is good. And I saw Glen on the stream here before. I've got links down in the description to Glen's music on Facebook and YouTube. You should check it out. Glen is from New Zealand. Oh, he's in New Zealand, not just from it. He lives there. So a New Zealander. He plays some very, very good music. I interviewed him as part of the Creator Series not long ago, and that was a very cool interview. You can find that here on the channel. Just search Pete Johns Glen Clark. You'll find that. And yeah, check out his music. He's got some new tunes that I haven't even listened to yet. I'm so far behind. But he was kind enough. I bought his album on iTunes. And I said, Glen, I bought your album. It's awesome. I love it. And then he said, I'll send you a CD copy. He actually printed up CDs. And he was kind enough to ship a CD across the Tasman from New Zealand to me. And I've been enjoying that and rocking out to some Glen Clark. So definitely check out his music if you want something cool and something to listen to at this point in time. Hello, Darren Anderson. Good to have you here, mate. You've been doing some live streaming and some music as well. I've been checking out a lot of your stuff. So check out Darren Anderson if you want to check out some other good music. Derek Smith as well. Another talented musician here saying he is gifted. He sure is. And there's the man himself. I love your profile pic, by the way, Glen. You look so cool in the sunnies there. You almost got the David Byrne suit thing going on there with the pointed shoulder. Love it. Love it a lot. Derek must have missed Glen's interview. Yeah, definitely go back, go to the archives, go to search Pete John's Creator Series playlist. And yeah, you'll find, what are we at, 22, 23 interviews we've had so far. Yes, Glen was one of those that was great. Yes, beyond that after the show, definitely do that. Jump on over and check it out. And no, thanks to you, Darren, fellow Australian. We've got some Australians in the house here today. It's funny, I made this to happy hour so that the folks in the US, it could be their evening, their Saturday evening, and we've got more folks from Australia and New Zealand here. So there you go. Oh, and Glen did something very, very cool, which I'll talk about at the next break because I've got something else to talk about and someone else that I want to shout out to there. But cheers to everyone. Oh, I've been shorn and shaven, so I don't have quite the beard now. It's actually good. It's easier for drinking beer. You don't get as much caught in there. Too much information, Pete. All right. What's our next tune? Ah, yes, we're going to play this one. This is one. This is a song that I haven't played in forever because it is 100% electronic instruments. So I'm bringing it up here on my iPad, which is why I'm looking off to the side here. 100% electronic instruments in GarageBand again. Well, I'll bring it up here because this one again has got a lot going on with it. So I'll bring up the GarageBand track. Boom. Oh, there's a little bit. Maybe I'll do that. Let's do this for just for something different because I've never used this view before. This way we can have the little inset. There it is. Hello. Little inset GarageBand just there. And you can watch along as I sing along and it's still got me in most of the frame. So this is a song called Lucky. And it was funny. I was talking to my wife beforehand and she heard me practicing this song. And she's like, a lot of your songs are a bit prophetic at the moment. And I said, you did say prophetic, right? And she's like, yes, I did. Or no, what did she say? She's like, yeah, you hear whatever you want to hear, sunshine. But yes, it was prophetic, not pathetic. But we were playing this song, and this is a song that I wrote when I was traveling for work. And it's so weird. At the time, even, I had hopefully enough humility to realize that I started complaining because I had to travel for work. Like about once a month, I'd have to jump on a plane and go to Melbourne, which is like a 1 hour flight. It would be about 3 hours of total travel time. I'd leave here at like 5 o'clock in the morning, get into Melbourne about 8:30 in the morning. And that was it. Like, that's all I had to do. And then flying back, I'd usually be there overnight, fly back the next day. And I was like, oh, it's so hard getting up at, 3:30 in the morning to catch a 6 a.m. flight and then fly to Melbourne. And then I had this realization, like in Melbourne, there's, if you've been to the CBD, the city centre of Melbourne, there's a lot of homeless folks around. So I was in Melbourne, I was feeling a little bit bad. I'm sort of walking around, and then I'm like, I'm getting my coffee, I'm buying my $5 freaking latte, and then I look out the front, and there's like a dude sleeping on the pavement. And it gave me this instant perspective. I chucked a $5 note to him, like the change from my coffee. And then I'm like, yeah, this is, I need to just realign, rehash, and rethink about what is actually important and what is actually a challenge and what is actually, I've got it pretty good. I need to find ways to be positive and do good things for other people and not be such a whinger when it comes to something as simple as jumping on a plane and flying for an hour. Really, it's a privilege, and it's something that I'm lucky to do. And that's why I wrote this song, which is called Lucky. And it goes a little something like this. 4 a.m. alarm, turn off quickly. Taxi arrives, do not toot. The kids are still asleep. Well, maybe I am too. Skip the coffee, try to sleep on the plane today. Check my bag, have I packed what I will need? Aisle seat, cause that's my preference. It keeps me separate from the people carrying way too much in the overheads. Safety demonstration, hoping once again it won't be needed. It's a class structure on a tiny scale. Life will have its ups and downs, and sometimes I complain about the things that I will choose to do and who it is that I can blame. But when I see the other people cold and sleeping in the rain, I'm lucky to be flying today. Flying today. Flying today. Yes, I'm lucky to be flying. 8 a.m. is when I land, it's time to plan my getaway. A big red bus will take me all the way. Past some giant orange sticks, coffee time at last. I make it last until I reach the comfort of my home away from home. Travelodge. 2 hour meeting about that new thing that's impacting our sales generation capability, promoting synergy and shifting paradigms is stressing me and making me wish that it was nearly time to start my journey home. Life will often make me feel that expectations are unreal, and deadlines that I have to hit will make me think that I'm unfit. But when I see the other people begging for my change to eat, I'm lucky to be flying today. Flying today. Flying today. Yes, I'm lucky to be flying. Life will have its ups and downs, and sometimes I complain about the things that I will choose to do and who it is that I can blame. But when I see the other people cold and sleeping in the rain, wishing they could have my life even for a single day, struggling to just get by, asking for a reason why, I just walk past them every time. Hey buddy, can you spare a dime? I look away as if I find it just too hard to realise I'm lucky to be flying today. Flying today. Flying today. Yes, I'm lucky to be flying at all. Whew, that one takes it out of the voice, as you can tell. Yeah, one of my favorite songs of all time that I've written, which is weird. Like I'm playing some songs today that are some like deep cuts. I know that makes me sound a bit wanky because like Pete, you're a home studio musician, like you don't have deep cuts yet, buddy. But yeah, it is one that I really like, and I wrote it. And Jason Robert, good timing here, is here part of the Song Spark group because I wrote this for a Song Spark song. I can't actually remember what the prompt was, Jason. Can you recall what it was? Can't remember why I wrote the song, but I remember taking the concept and rolling with it. And what I did with that song, I actually the music video, I created a music video for that song, which is linked down in the description, where I recorded it all on my iPhone 5S. So yeah, it was a few years ago, iPhone 5S. Shot it all on that, and then edit it all in iMovie on my iPhone, like while traveling. So by the time I got back from that work trip, I took all the footage on the trip. By the time I got back, it was almost edited and ready to go. So yeah, I wanted to prove to myself that I could actually, record and edit a song in iOS. So that was a lot of fun back then. Hello to Luminous. Hey Pete, glad to have you on. Ever since I updated my iPad Pro 4 months ago, my pics won't load in iMovie. WTF. Now I'm hesitant to keep updating. Your pics won't load in iMovie. So what sort of pictures are you throwing in there, mate? Let me know. Give me a bit more information, perhaps. We got some time. What time is it? It's we've got half an hour. We're only halfway. We're at the halfway mark. We're ticking along here. So yeah, if you have some information, then yeah, go ahead and drop it in the comments here, or the chat, or put a comment, or send me an email, pete@studiolivetoday.com. Always happy to help out. But the pics, so you can only use JPEG previously in iMovie. They actually just updated iMovie. So now you can use PNG, GIF, TIFF, I don't know, bunch of other stuff. So yeah, there's some better stuff you can do in there. Hello to Samantha Edge. Nice message there. Thank you. Yeah, it's so easy for us to sit. I can sit here in a fairly comfortable environment, feeling pretty good. There's a lot of people that are struggling a lot more than I am. So I try to, doesn't always work, but I try to put some perspective around things at times to just to keep things in check and to keep myself, keep the humility going on. And if you haven't checked out Samantha's channel, by the way, I did an interview with her Friday night, only just over 24 hours ago. And she was a wonderful guest, had some great insights into live streaming, performing, songwriting, busking, a bunch of other things. So again, another person you need to check out on the Creator Series. Like a lot of folks that are here have actually been on the Creator Series. We've got Jason Robert, we've got Jade Starr, who's been on the Creator Series. If anyone else is interested in being interviewed, we got some time right now. So please hit me up. Pete at Studio Live Today. Let me know. Share some of your music if I'm not familiar with it. Share a little bit of your story. I think the Creator Series are so good because I learn so much from other people. Every time I have a guest on, I learn one other little piece of information that helps me grow as a songwriter, as a performer, as an online content creator. So the biggest thing I got from Samantha is that she's getting into Twitch streaming, and I've never streamed on Twitch. So I have a goal now to add to my list of 100 things that I haven't quite caught up on, where I want to start streaming on Twitch, because I think doing something like this, but a little even more casual than what I do on YouTube and Facebook, maybe just like a couple of hours of just playing cover songs and having some fun, that might be a cool thing to do. So, but Samantha's already over there on Twitch, so go and check her out and see what's going on over there. We've got RJ Lovely. Hi to you. Good to have you on board here. Paul Jewett says, love the song. Thank you. Appreciate it. Says, I tried to start iMovie from GarageBand, but the app doesn't show up. Yeah, so here's a tip with that stuff. If you're using iMovie and you want to send your GarageBand tracks over there, you always have to hit open in first. So there's a bit of a glitch in GarageBand and iOS in general at the moment, where if you are trying to send something from one app to another, don't just do the app straight away. Hit open in, that'll export the file, and then it will bring up a list of apps, and then you can tap the app and send it away. The other thing you can do is use open in first, and then save to files. Save the audio file somewhere, doesn't matter where, anywhere on your iPhone or iPad, and then you can open it up from within iMovie. You can actually go to iMovie and say audio, import, and then grab it and pull it into your iMovie track. So there's a couple of ways, but with the new version of iMovie, I think I'm overdue to actually do an iMovie, GarageBand iMovie, how to create a video using your stuff, because I know plenty of people out there want to do exactly that. So I'll do that and see what we can do. Hello, Kelly H Photography. Hey to you too. I hope you are enjoying the stream here. Derek Smith, Creator Series is a great format to learn. Yeah, I love it. You know, obviously I'm biased because I'm the interviewer, but honestly, it is so little about me. It's like 10% me. I'm just there going question, and then just I'm like I lob it up, and then I'm just getting the creator to smash it back over the net time and time again. Sorry, there was a tennis reference in a song, like in Imagination, and now I'm thinking of tennis. But yeah, that's what I figure. That's what I figure my job is just to get creators to share their knowledge and their information, which is cool. Sion, hello to you. Second round. My project is almost complete. Sion is one of the great supporters here on Studio Live today. Does a lot. I haven't. You know what? This is terrible. I haven't checked out your music. Like that's unconscionable. After this stream, Sion, I'm going to go check out your music. You email me with great insights. You're always here on the channel. You're always providing great things. So yes, I'm going to be checking that out. Can use GarageBand track with LumaFusion 100%. So that's what I do at the moment. So if I'm ever exporting anything, I'll export it from GarageBand as a WAV file, and then I'll go to LumaFusion. I'll bring in my video, and then I'll import my audio as a WAV file there. So what are we talking about? We better play another song because it's been a while, and we've got, how long do we have left? We've got a bit of time. I'll grab the guitar back, shall I? Just gonna reach down here and grab the guitar. And I did. It's weird. I'm a bit paranoid now because I did a Q&A show this morning, and I was talking about live streaming, and I was giving tips for live streaming, and I said, try not to have any dead air. And then I'm like reaching around and doing things. I'm like, oh no, now I have to really make sure that I don't have any dead air. Otherwise, I'm not living by my own stuff. Okay, this one. What did I picked a range of songs here. I wanted some fun and different songs here today. So this is the tune that is another one that is kind of hard for me to play, and especially hard for me to sing because there's a lot of words in a short period of time. So I'll bring up the lyrics here and make sure that I can sing it. Cool. So we've got that set there. Let's get a little bit of reverb action going on. All right. This is a song. It's actually the title. I'll put the reverb down. This is the opening track, not the title track. That's a different thing, Pete. The opening track from my 2018 album called Selfish Aware. By the way, if you ever release an album, Selfish Aware is self (ish) and aware. Never put punctuation in your album titles. It has made it an SEO nightmare. Search engines cannot find it because people, if you write selfish, it's not smart enough. So take my advice, don't put punctuation, especially brackets, in your songs when you release them. It doesn't work. Anyway, this is a song called For the Birds. It was written as part of like a songwriting series I did back in March 2018, like in the long ago. And I did like a whole month where I did a create a song series here on the channel. You can look it up and find it if you want, or hit me up if it's not linked or you can't find it. And I sat down, I wrote, I recorded, I did everything with this song, and I thought I would play it here. Actually, I was going to play the version. No, I'll play it. I'm jumping around here. I was going to play it with the GarageBand backing, but I'll play an acoustic version of it. So this is a song called For the Birds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Every time I think about the things you dare do, it gets me thinking about the different ways we choose to spend our time. And I know that there are differing priorities, but it seems dreams that yours are stuck in 1982, and all the things you worry about today, just leave behind. Just listen up and say it's for the birds. It's for the birds. It's for the birds. It's for the birds. One thing you always say is look out for yourself. Nobody else is gonna keep you safe and make you satisfied. And there's something that I just can't come to terms with. So you can keep yourself protected from society and all the things you worry about today. Just leave behind. Just listen up and say it's for the birds. It's for the birds. It's for the birds. It's for the birds. And if you open up your eyes, listen down, you'll start to find that you gave up the daily grind for something worse. Pretending that you are much better than the other people, finding fault in things that don't align with what you want to hear, believing everything that you were told when you were growing up. After all, your happiness is all that matters in the end. Rejecting others for the way that they decide to live their life. Denying every single fact you know that deep down is the truth. Eliminated, sad and scared is the reason for your pain. Now it's time to start again. It's for the birds. Tweet, 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 tweet. Alrighty. Few problems there. I didn't put the reverb back up, which made it sound a bit weird in my headphones. And then, yeah, it's another song that I should choose to play slower. I always write too many lyrics. Any other songwriters have this problem? I want to fill every gap with a sound. I don't leave enough what would in design be called white space in my songs. So I think in future songs, I need to give myself space to breathe and to get over one line before I move on to the next line. Alrighty. We will move on from that one. Thank you anyway. Thank you, folks. Thank you, Sun Anung. Thank you to Darren. Thank you to Glenn. Ebot says, good to see you live. Over on my channel, I play keys and sing. Always trying to improve my recordings. You are a help. Thanks and cheers. Appreciate it. Really appreciate you, Elbow. I love your work. Hello to Coles Acre. Love this one. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully I did it okay. Kelly H. Yes, hello to you. I love that. I love all the signs now. Like I'm doing like the two hands like that because it's like air high five. Like there's none of this anymore. Air high fives. Throw the horns. Rigid edge. No, what is that? That's the hang loose. Anyway, yeah, all the different things. Bravo, says Jason. Thank you. I clearly need to play a few tunes that are a little bit more mellow and low key. I realise also that I've got my camera up a lot higher than I usually do, so I don't have. I'll have to play the lit song up like this, so you can actually see the guitar, or just deal with it. Again, as I always say about live streaming, it's fun because it's you'll always get something, whether it's perfect and whether it's not. Never going to be perfect, but whether it is a well-oiled machine or a train wreck, you're going to get to watch it live, and it is what it is. It can't change. It's. I've mentioned this a few times on some other shows, but it's interesting watching other people doing live streams, and it's. I don't quite know how to position it and how to say it, but. It's not gratifying. It's not a good thing. But have you noticed when you're watching people on the news at the moment, it's like the news has gone back to like 1995. Like in terms of the quality, the audio quality, the video quality, everything is like low res, everything's choppy, everything's like this audio that's not quite right. And yeah, it just shows what the people do behind the scenes. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm not as good, I could never do as good as insert name of performer, insert name of TV presenter, insert name of movie star, Look at what they're doing now, and you realize that a lot of their success and a lot of what they can do and make it look so effortless is the team of people behind them. Yes, they're talented. Yes, they know what they're doing. But without someone to do your lighting, your hair, your makeup, your sound engineering, your video production, your marketing, your admin, your accounting, like all of these things, there's people that need to do all those things. And yeah, if you're a one person show, you kind of have to do the best of everything anyway. So yeah, it is interesting. I'm watching the people who are used to live streaming are still putting out good quality content. And then the people not used to doing live streaming, it's still good. It's good to see these people, don't get me wrong, but the quality's not quite there. RJ Lovely says, create some video on guitar lessons. I'm not the greatest teacher when it comes to guitar because I'm self-taught, and I would be like, I think this is how you play an E, and I think that's an E7 when you take your finger away. Maybe. Lumina says, I love your song. Thank you. Appreciate it. And La Production Zivon, the name I wish I like to say the most, says, yeah, nice. Fun to listen to your songs. Appreciate you. How are we going on time? We've got 14 minutes left. What else is good? Well, something else that's good, and I alluded to it in the last What's Good section, is a buddy of mine called Joey Helpish. He actually, he did a version. I did a song a few days ago. I did a song called Things Have Changed. It was a piano vocal song. It was like, yeah, I won't play it. I haven't actually learned it on guitar. Otherwise, I'd play it here today. So Joey took that song. He added some additional piano parts and some additional vocals. And then he released that on Facebook. And I got that video. I'm like, wow, that's so cool. That, again, I'm chuffed. Not because it's my song and you know, like, so, yeah, someone's doing something with my song. But it reinforces what I love about online music creation, about the global community, about collaboration and the ability that in the future, we can just do this stuff. So whilst we can't all get together and jam together, and if you're playing in bands or if you are part of groups that you normally collaborate with in person, there are ways, there are tools, and there are methods that you can do to actually collaborate and get together. But yeah, I didn't expect that at all. And then, so that was Joey Helpish. Then Glen Clark, who I've already spoken about, he grabbed that song, grabbed his guitar, played some vocals, and played some guitar along with it. And now Jade Starr, in her show today, she did a cover version of the song with her own backing track and tweaked some of the melodies a bit. It's insane, the fact that we have people out there that are willing to do these sort of things. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, I really appreciate everyone for doing that. Jade says, just made breakfast with Pete playing on my headphones. There you go. And I was just talking about you, Jade, so your ears were probably burning while making breakfast. It is nearly lunchtime here, so I'm going to be able to sneak in an extra song here. So I might play, there's a song at the moment. There's a song that I really like to play. It's one of my favourite songs to play. I think I might have played it on the first happy hour, but oh well, I'm going to play it again anyway. It's a bit cathartic for me in that I get to sing this and I'm not a very confrontational person, so I'm not going to go out there. I don't have a lot of political opinions, but one thing that I'm really not a fan of is a lack of humility. So people who put their opinion out there, yeah, you know the song I'm going to play now, people who put their opinion out there and just tell you over and over again. It's like, yeah, there is a difference between fact and opinion. And a lot of people seem to think that because they think it or because they heard some person that they follow say it, that it is fact. Whereas really, it is nothing but your opinion. This song is called Your Opinion. Everybody talks too much. They like to hear the sound of their own voice echoing across the room, and it don't mean much when it's nothing more than your opinion. Everybody shouts out loud when there's emotion, but it doesn't mean a lot to anybody listening, getting up on your high horse, making sure we all know your opinion. You have the right to say whatever you want. You have the freedom to express. But there are consequences to everything, so don't look so shocked when I call you on your should it be something that I need to say. Let me explain it to you in one more way. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and that's some physics for you, friends. You have the right to think whatever you feel. You have the freedom to be a tool. But there are consequences to everything, so don't be so shocked. Now it's time to quiet down. Shh. We're sick of listening to the same old clowns, repeating what they said the last time round. I think we're done with your opinion. Already told us your opinion. There's consequences to your opinion. It might be wrong, but it's your opinion. Your opinion. Your opinion. Your opinion. Your opinion. There's two types of responses I get to that song. One is, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, those people, right? And then there's like, what are you trying to say? You're trying to say I'm not allowed to have an opinion. I'm like, I'm not actually saying either. I'm saying that there is a difference between opinion and fact, and some people like to really just get up all in their own opinions, right? But again, that's only my opinion. So do you need to listen to it? Not necessarily. That's the beauty part. It's actually the best. It's the best response to any. Sorry, I'm pouring a beer. You can probably see that. And because I did it over the top of my guitar, it's a terrible pour. But cheers anyway. Yeah. See, when I get into, not trouble, but when I get negative feedback, or when I get someone telling me what I should and shouldn't do, or how I should or shouldn't feel, or what my opinion should or shouldn't be, the best response that I've actually come across is exactly that, to say, yeah, you're welcome to your opinion. My choice is to not engage. I wrote a song called Fence Sitter, which is all about this. And that is that if you say that everyone has the right to choose to do what they want, and I honestly believe this, if whatever you want to do, if it's not hurting other people or society in general, then go ahead and do it. Really, like, your choice. You do what you want to do. By the same token, though, you can't have that as your belief and then say that I'm not allowed to not engage with some of that stuff. So if I want to sit on the fence, if I want to take a step back, if I want to be less engaged, isn't that my choice? Isn't that my freedom? Yeah, a lot of talk of freedom at the moment. I'm not going to get political. Don't worry, don't stress. But yeah, I'm going to have to write it into a song because that's how I express myself. But to me, freedom is not the ability to do whatever you want, whenever you want, regardless of the impact it has on other people or on society. That's anarchy. And I think we worked out quite a few decades, centuries ago, that anarchy is not a great way to run a society. Just saying. How are we on time? We are over time now. Thank you. Oh, thank you to Bubba. Bubba, you come through all the time. Chord change, improve of the day. Maybe C, F, D, F sharp, G. No worries if not. Thank you as always. Was that to... let me know which song that was. Give me a feedback. Send me an email, Bubba, because I wanna know what that's for, because I value your feedback, especially because you've thrown a super chat my way. But even if you hadn't, I value your feedback and your opinion. It is candle time, Pete. Yes, if only I could actually do that. Glen Clark, it took me a while to work out the chords. Glad you don't know them either. Yeah, I don't. I think this is the song I was playing there. I think it might actually be like a B7 something variant that second chord is. I played it on the piano and now I can't remember. Go figure. Bubba says, a great song and story. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm an all-rounder. Thank you, RJ Lovely. I'm an all-rounder, not on the cricket field. I'm a terrible batsman and an occasional off-spin bowler. But yeah, thank you. Who else have we got here? We'll finish up in just a moment. We've got some other comments here, which I won't throw up here, but thank you. I do appreciate your comments. Like I said, desperately trying to just keep things on the down low. Paul Dewitt, that was a great song because it made me laugh. Thank you. I messed up completely one of the lyrics in the second verse, the second pre-chorus, but that's okay. We'll go with that. Yes, and you did ask when is the next chat session. I enjoy this. So we do tomorrow. If you're into GarageBand, we do a show tomorrow, which is GarageBand Weekly. There's 3, sometimes 4 shows a week that we do. The regulars are I do my Q&A show, which we did about 4 hours ago. We do this one here, the live happy hour show that I've been doing the last 3 weeks, and then we do GarageBand Weekly, which I do. And if there's demand, if people want to have another show and we want to make a midweek stream, then yeah, let me know. Drop a comment, let me know, or give me some feedback over at pete@studiolive.today.com. We are coming to the end and we're going to play a final track here now. Speaking of putting myself out of my comfort zone and playing songs that I haven't played in a lifetime, it feels like. This is a song. Now this is how far back this song goes. This is before my GarageBand days. The original version of this song was recorded in Reaper on my PC. And I didn't like the drums that I created, so I actually got a drummer called Nicolas Bonniret out of France, who played the drums on the original version. There's a link down below where you can see me playing along in a little music lyric video to this song. And I thought it was appropriate to finish with this tune. It's a song called Be Cool, and it is a song about how we can focus on being cool to other people, like thinking of others, thinking about the impact our actions and what we do have on other people, not buying all the toilet paper, and yeah, just how we can all get along. Because I think the one thing out of the current situation that I've noticed is that it has amplified people. So it has amplified how cool the cool people are, and sadly it's amplified how uncool some of the uncool people can be to other people. But this is the message I wanted to leave you with here today. This is my tune. This is called Be Cool. Well, there's just one thing you should know about me, and that's that I don't like people who don't like people too much. And some may say that it's really okay. Maybe some folks are just born that way. But every choice and decision we make is an opportunity to make a difference to someone. And whether that someone is someone you love or just a perfect stranger on the side of the road. Be cool to everybody you know. Be cool to everybody in the world. Be cool, 'cause one day you could need a helping hand. Be cool, well, some people appear to be living in fear of the color of your skin or the people that you hang with. And people may say it's your choice to be gay, or you're living on the street 'cause you lack motivation. But if we all could just live and let live, and remember that our friends have a right to be different, instead of this hate we could just celebrate that we're living in a world where we all have a choice to be cool to everybody you know. Be cool to everybody in the world. Be cool, 'cause one day you could need a helping hand. So be cool to everybody you know. To everybody in the world. Be cool, 'cause one day you could need a helping hand. So be cool. Cool like Fonzie. Be cool. Are you cool? Oh yeah. Be cool. stay cool, be good to one another, stay safe, look after yourselves. Have a great rest of your weekend. Listen to music, support musicians, support artists, and most importantly, keep creating, recording, and releasing your best music. Take care, folks. Until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.